Hello all heroes and welcome back to Invincible guarding the globe, and today we have got a brand new hero to talk about, and an interesting one because I think it's the first Earth Defender new hero that we've had since the global release of the game, if I'm not mistaken, which is a big if on that one. But we have Mr. DARKWING 2 joining the game in the Out of the Shadows event. The new hero is in the recruitment shop for the time of the event, so refresh as much as you want to increase your chances to recruit. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for the next hero release for him to be available in the recruitment shop. This former sidekick is now the main hero, and even though his methods aren't always heroic, he's still not a bad guy to have on your squad. Head to the store to check him out. Now, this is a highly enjoyed version of a new character event because, as what has happened in the past, we do have a needed refresh where players have access to fixed price shop refreshes, which means a shop refresh is always going to be only 20 gems. It will not increase. And then we have the double elite rate event. Elite heroes appearance rate is doubled, and we have missions for recruiting, refreshing, and recruiting specifically Earth Defenders heroes to get lots and lots of dossiers, which is what we want. We very much want that. So, what this is going to look like in the event here, for those of you who don't already know, we don't have any kind of like shop or anything. It's still just the main shop, which is pretty good if you need to be getting your shop level up. But you'll notice here, first of all, we have the double elite rate up. So if you look at your percentages, it will be higher than normal. Normally my percentages is sitting at about 7.6, 7.7-ish in the percentage range. Whereas right now we are sitting at a nice healthy 15.4%. Additionally, when we hit the refresh button here, we're not going to have to worry about an increased gem cost. It's still just 20 gems. Now, the refresh cost actually also does apply to the equipment shop as well, just as a nice little bonus, but you're going to mainly care about the actual recruitment shop, obviously. Now, in addition to that, we actually have even more events here. We have, first of all, secret missions. Log in on 2 different days, or just log in each day in general, complete the elevated risk GDA alert, and retire heroes. And speaking of that, we have some event GDA alerts as well. So, if we go to the events, we have 2 here. We have, first of all, elevated risk GDA alert set in Midnight City here. And this one is interesting because, first of all, it gives you some artifact XP and a chance for parts of the Damien Darkblood's notebook artifact. But it will also give you common heroes that you can retire into the lab coins. So kind of a 2-for-1 combo there where you get artifact XP and lab coins. Not a bad trade. Not a bad trade at all, just to shove a team in there and get the job done. It's also a little bit shorter. It's only about an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken, and does feature Mr. DARKWING 2 in the battle here. And then we do have our catastrophic risk GDA alert. This particular iteration is going to give us some From World Beyond characters. So most of the time it's going to give you either Flaxen Leader or Damien Darkblood, but it does have a slight chance of giving an elite character, including not limited to Battle Beast, Universa, and I think even Thula, if I'm not mistaken. Now, is Lucan available yet in here? Let's find out. Well, there's DARKWING. Oh, I'm not even seeing Thula in here. Hold on a second. Is Thula not available in the shop yet? Did she get delayed? Really? Oh. Well, that's interesting. I'm not just missing her, am I? Thula and Lucan are MIA? Oh ho ho, isn't that interesting? Well, I guess we will not be getting Thula and Lucan in this event, which is a wee bit unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. So, yeah, don't be on the lookout for them, I suppose. But the point is, you can get From World Beyond characters from this event. At the very least, good for fodder. So that is what we have as far as the events. Of course, the big headliner being that Darkwing 2 is available. I love how he's just unironically called Darkwing 2. It's not, it doesn't even have like his own name or anything. It's just, yeah, the second one. Number 2. But that's okay. And additionally, we do have the weekly Cecil's Nightmare event, which we'll tackle real quick here. This one features a lot of From Worlds Beyond enemies and requires you to use GDA agent allies. Pretty much the only reason I have any lease on life with this event is because I do have the very high level duplicate, but other than that, I'm not really cooking with a whole lot. But we'll at least be able to get through the first 10 to 15 stages, I think. At 10 for sure. Maybe 15? We'll see. We'll see. I'm working on getting robot leveled up here so we can do some proper supporting. And then we just have this battle beast here. So yeah, I find it so funny that they just call him Darkwing 2. Like, it's not even subtle that he's just an inferior copy of a previous hero. It's hilarious. And it's interesting because he's a support. I'll go over him in a future video, but his abilities are interesting. He's labeled as a support, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about him. We'll have to see what he's cooking with, because at first I even thought he was an attacker, if I'm being totally honest, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we are just going to be battling here. In the next video, I'm going to actually do some summoning on the double elite rates. Fortunately, I've had a lot saved up for a very long time, and we're even going to get a little bit more here. So I have no shortage of resources that I can at least do one more summon on. Not going to be doing like any spending or anything, but at the very least I can use what I got. So looking quite forward to that. Of course, the new character Darkwing 2 being the highlight of the event, but quite frankly, this is, for those of you who've never seen it before, these double rate up and fixed refresh events are the time to build up your characters. This is like what you save your dossiers for. These events are absolutely nuts in all the best ways. But for now, we're just going to worry about getting more resources from this Nightmare event. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Doing good so far. As you may have noticed, Monster Girl's the one I really want to power up. She's currently at Legendary Plus, so I can start starring her up. So if I could get some Monster Girl copies from this particular event, you would not catch me complaining one bit. Okay. Battle Beast is out of there, which is always good. It is kind of funny, though, because before Darkwing 2, we only ever had criminals and From World Beyond characters, at least post-global launch, because it was Alan, Battle Beast, Seismic, Angstrom, Russ, Universa. That might not be the right order. Those two might be swapped. And then the Viltrumite, Stula, and Lucan, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the first time we've had an Earth's Defender since the official launch of the game. Not counting, like, beta or anything. And we still technically have not had a GDA, agency hero. So, yeah, we'll get one of them eventually. But hey, we're mixing it up a little bit. We've actually got, like, a human, as opposed to either an alien or... Well, I mean, I guess Seismic was a human. Yeah, that's true. Seismic's human, and technically, Angstrom's a really powerful human. So, yeah, I guess that was technically an incorrect statement. It's just, first time we've had a non-criminal individual from Earth. Okay, here we go. 13, we got Universe and 2 Flaxen leaders. Or Flaxen soldiers, yeah. Not too worried about Flaxen soldiers, gotta be honest. Gotta be honest, not too worried about it. So I think right now I really want to build Monster Girl, obviously. On the Earth's Defender side of things, Adam Eve, for sure. For the criminal side of things, I'm not really sure, to be perfectly honest. Probably working on my Mauler twin team, if I'm being totally honest. And then, of course, for my From World Beyond characters, I would have said Thula or Lucan, but apparently they're not actually in the shop. So I guess Battle Beast might finally get his time in the sun. You know, he's been put on the bench for half of forever, so he might actually get powered up for once. Guess we'll see. We will see. Alright, we're doing pretty good so far as getting through this event. Not too difficult yet. I guess we're at the point where I can start using their main abilities. Easy peasy. He is down. I love to see it, love to see it. Another dossier. We will be using that in the extremely near future. Alright. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, shoot, punch, punch, shoot. All that jazz. Easy peasy. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, I also find it interesting, actually, I should have mentioned this earlier. With the new event GDA op featured around Midnight City that gives artifact XP and, what am I trying to say? Artifact XP and, common heroes to retire into lab currency. That actually has restrictions too. I completely forgot to mention that at the time, but it actually does have restrictions for, Guardians of the Globe characters. So characters like the Immortal, Bulletproof, Duplicate, characters who have that faction tag are actually the only ones you can use in that particular event, which is very interesting, makes it very spicy. So like I said, really good loot, but you've got to use specific characters. Just kind of something to keep in mind there. Can't believe I almost forgot to mention that. That's like really important, because you're not going to get very far if you don't have the right characters. Thankfully, the Immortal, at the very least, is a character you get at the very beginning of the game. So assuming you haven't foddered him off into anything, you at least have him. And then characters like Duplicate and Rexplode are a dime a dozen if you absolutely positively just need bodies. You can throw them at it and, at the very least, get somewhere. Okay, that was 17. Doing very well. But this is stage 18. Not sure how much farther we're going to make it, because they are starting to get a bit bulky at the very least, but we shall see. What is Tether Tyrant doing here? You're not an alien. What the heck? What are you doing here? Why are you in a From Worlds Beyond nightmare? This is your nightmare, bud. You're in a fight that you have no business being in. Yeah, they're bulky though, but we're still beating them. Lovely heal from Robot, always nice. The Flexen Leader just repeated flinches from Bulletproof's hits. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, and now the last holdout is poor defenseless Tether Tyrant. Yep. Yeah, buddy, you should have stayed home. You should have stayed home. Yeah, you didn't need to be there. And now you're gone. Bye-bye. There we go. Stage 19. We got an Omni-Man on the field now. That's... I guess that's correct on a technicality. I mean, he's labeled as an Earth's Defender, but he is a Viltrumite from space, not unlike Ula and Lugan. So you know, we'll give that one a technically correct. We'll count that for now. We're squinting at it a little bit, but I can see where they're going with on that one. Okay, good healing from Robot. Duplicate is dead. That is not good. That is doom right there. Duplicate's like my only muscle on the team, really. Everybody else is not nearly leveled up enough. Oh dear. Robot, no, not like this. Oh, yep, he's done. He's super duper done. Ooh, yep. Well, I think that's all we have for today. I think that is all we can do, because I quite frankly do not have this faction leveled up very well at all. Like I said, the only one I have is like Duplicate, and everybody else is aggressively lagging behind. Let's see, how far do we get here? Did not do too great, but kind of makes sense because I am not that powered up in the faction. But that is a-okay. Still got some free loot, some free gems, some free dossiers, and even some lab coins while we're at it. And we're probably going to get a lot more from summoning. But that is all we have for today. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of our newest character, Mr. Darkwing 2, otherwise known as, I guess, Darkwing Jr., I guess we could go for. Maybe that's what's on his birth certificate, I don't know, his hero birth certificate. So yeah, let me know how you're liking the event down in the comments below. Next video, we'll actually do some summoning, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.